Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brad Lone Wolf and the day's nearly upon us, the day that I go on my epic road trip. And as promised last week, I am now going to do a video of me packing, and I will talk you through what I'm taking and how I'm packing my bag. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start, I'm going to put this my sleeping bag, in a compression sack. Now, it's not actually going to be the compression sack that it's designed for. That compression sack, or that stuff sack should I say, is, well, it is small. It's meant to be small because this is one of the smallest pack sizes you can get for a full-length sleeping bag, full-length synthetic sleeping bag. So I'm going to use a different one. I'm going to use this one from another sleeping bag, just because it's a lot easier to stuff this sleeping bag in. Now, people have stuffed sleeping bags in before. You don't need to roll them. You just need to stuff them in, as the name suggests. And as you stuff them in, just give the sleeping bag a little twist, and that will stop the classic banana shape that you get with most sleeping bags. Okay, push that down. Do the toggle up. As you can see, it's not the right one, so there's still plenty of space. And pull the straps down nice and evenly. As small as it will go. Release that one off a bit actually. And that one just not pulled down evenly. Let's try again. Pull and pull. You can see that's gone down relatively small. Now in its own compression sack it would go down a lot smaller than that, but you are fighting it all the way. So we turn to the rucksack, and it's actually going to go in the rucksack and all the way to the bottom. This rucksack does have a membrane and a zip, but I'm using it as a all through in one in this case. Righty. Mat, blow up mat in this case. It's going to go in next, and that's going to sit next to my sleeping bag. Okay. Then my tent. My tent is actually going to go, let's see if I can get this on camera, at the side like that. So it's not actually sat on the outside like most people would put their tents. That is because I am travelling by train, so I don't want to be knocking people with my tent. So on the side as much as possible. Still leaves me plenty of room to put everything else. Okay, I'm just going to put that to one side for now, and I'm going to show you the next thing. I'll put those to one side for the moment as well. Okay, in terms of clothes, I am going to be taking clothes. I'm going to be taking enough clothes obviously for the whole week. These t-shirts, I've got about half a dozen of these. The idea was to get the logo printed on them, but I didn't get around to it. I'm going to be rolling these into what's known as a skivvy roll. Now there aren't any trousers in these, there's just socks, underwear and t-shirts. Trousers will go in separately. But if you do a skivvy roll right, it will end up with 3/4 of what you need in something that looks like that. Now I'll show you how to do that right now. I'll just put that in the bag ready to go. So you take your t-shirt, doesn't matter whether it's inside or outside, inside out or not. Take your boxers, fold over one half over, the other half on top of the first half. You then take your socks, and this is the important bit. The opening of one sock goes one way, the opening of the other sock goes the other way. You then roll from the top towards you, all the way down. Take one opening of the sock, fold it back on itself and over the t-shirt. And then take the other sock and fold that back over itself as well. So you end up with that. Just keeps everything nice and neat and contained. So I've got 2 already done. That's the 3rd. I've got another 3 to make, so I'll do that in front of you. You can see me do it again and again and again. This is my long sleeve t-shirt. This one will be folded slightly differently. And take all my backpack. Open one end, open the other end, and roll. Fold it over. Fold it over. That's 4. Five, and I'll do the other one off camera. In fact, I've got no need to do the other one off camera because I'll be wearing the clothes tomorrow. So that's 5. I'm going to arrange it so it sits nicely in the rucksack. As you can see, I put it in one of my waterproof bags so that my clothes don't get wet. Put them on the side so I can create a nice little bit of space. And in that space, go my cook stuff and the gas canister. So I'm using all the available space I can. If it's not comfortable, then obviously I rearrange stuff. I won't know if it's comfortable until I get this on my back. It should be comfortable. Can't see why it wouldn't be. and my mug. Mug goes in as well. That goes in with the cooking equipment. It will find its own little space. Push itself down wherever it's created it. Right. Okay. As I mentioned, trousers are going to go in separately, but they're still going to be protected by their own waterproof bag. Obviously it doesn't have to be one of the bigger ones. There's no trick to these. You just fold them as flat as you can, or as round as you can. I tend to do them like that, which is just roll them and then horseshoe them, just so they sit nicely at the bottom of the dry sack. And same with the other two pairs. Horseshoe them. Horseshoe them. There we go. Now yes, I am going to be driving, I'm going to be in a car. So these dry sacks, although they'll be working to keep everything dry, their primary purpose on this trip is to keep everything organised. Now of course, I may have to pull everything out and repack this. If I have to do that, I'll do that off camera. Okay, so that's trousers done. And this is where I can turn to the checklist. Right, rucksacks, hats, yes, right, hats. So I'm going to be taking two hats. I'm going to be taking my bush hat, which is for during the day, nice wide brimmed hat, for if I'm out walking anywhere. And then a fleecy hat for night time, for when it gets cold. In there I've got a neck gaiter and a pair of gloves. They actually fit all nice and neatly inside there. These won't go into a waterproof bag, simply because they'll end up getting wet anyway. So slip them in one of the top pouches on the glasses case. Okay. So hats are in there. T-shirts, trousers, tent, sleeping bag, mess tins, mug, spork, bag of electronics. Go through the sub list. Make sure I've got everything. So, power inverter. USB 3. Yep. Camera charger. Cradle. Yep. Mounts. Yep. Okay. That should be the 128. sure I've got the right. Yep. Yep. Fantastic. Right, memory cards and camera. Yeah, okay. GorillaPod won't go on into there until I've finished filming this little segment. Oh, bush hat. Yeah. Bush hat. Just fold it and fold it until it's as small as you can get it. And then stick it in a compartment. Zip it up. Right. Stove and gas, knife, fleece. I think I left that downstairs. I'll put that in off camera. Water bottles. 2 water bottles. One on either side. Make sure the lid's done up. Like so. It's water bottles. Wash kit. Now, a couple of weeks ago you saw me make that wash kit, and that's everything I'm going to need. That is going to go on the inside compartment. Midge net. And then, where did I put that midge net? I bet it's still in the bag. It'd be nice if it was. Midge net's still in there. Good. Right. Tea towel. Tea towel. Okay, so no, this is not for me to dry myself with. You've already seen the towel that I'm going to be using. Tea towel. I'm putting the tea towel in separately, so I remind myself not to put it in with my cooking kit. That way it's not going to go mouldy. Okay. Right. This stuff, the little art package that I'm taking, I'm going to shove that down the side of the rucksack. It's got quite nice and firm. Map's already in there. Maps. Glasses case is in there. Done. Paperwork. That's gonna. Okay, so paperwork is going to sit in my little collapsible foldable rucksack. So I've got more ready access to it. But zipped it up before I've ticked it off. Good start. So rental agreement. Yes, and then tickets from here to London, London to Edinburgh and back, Edinburgh to Inverness and back. Excellent. Right. And I'll be taking my wallet anyway, so the driving licence will be in there. Train tickets, rental agreement. Into there. Okay. Just checking the pockets on my soft shell, make sure there's nothing in them. And another little tip for you. If you do, and this works on most jackets, if you do the jacket up, if it's got a hood, fold the arm over, the arm over, into the centre, and roll. Most jackets will fit quite nicely into their hoods. Again, it doesn't make it any less bulky, but it does keep it nice and neat. Now, I'm going to pause the video a minute while I go and get my fleece and a couple of other bits and pieces. Okay guys, so here's my fleece, and all I'm going to do is exactly the same as I did with the soft shell. So arm and arm. This time I'm going to fold over all the way lengthways, fold it in half again, and then roll. Obviously this hasn't got a hood, so it will spring out by itself, but once again that just gets put into the rucksack and pushed down. Now there's my soft shell, and again that just goes on top. Now I'm going to have to repack this slightly because I've still got the bag of electronics to put in there, because I haven't put the GorillaPod in, so that will be going in off camera obviously. But as of right now, that is the rucksack packed. Just find the haul loop. There it is. So let's find out how much it actually weighs. Obviously a few more grams will go on once I put the GorillaPod and the electronics bags in there, but as of right now it weighs, well, it's not too bad. It weighs about 12 kilos. Yeah, just over 12 kilos, so that's not too bad. I've certainly carried heavier in my time. How about comfort without putting the waist belt on? Yeah, not too bad. I won't do the waist belt up, just so I can see where the weight is sitting on my shoulders. That way I can tell whether the bag's actually balanced or not. And in this case it's actually fairly well balanced, so let's go ahead and do the waist belt up. Try and centre that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's fine. Like I say, I've certainly carried worse on my back. But that's also due in part to the fantastic design of Osprey bags. So let's loosen that off. And take the bag off my back. Right. Ooh. So that is pretty much it for now. The next video you'll see on this channel will be me actually making my way to Scotland. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you join me next time. Bye for now.